Zachary.
Been talking about this for a few years. What did it cost you, 25?
$16. Come on, you kids. Come on, Zach. Oh, look, it's a tour. Hey, Pop. Hey, David. No. Look way in there. Look way in there.
Is this like the nugget? What's a nugget look like?
A nugget? It's all gold.
Look at this wheel. Steel like this.
Steel?
All the hills.
Hills.
Uh-oh, no, don't go up there.
Look at that wheel.
Caesar, no.
That
Stay
thing
off
weighs-
the hill.
That thing weighs over a ton.
3,000 tons. See, okay, got it
I'd
there.
say that thing weighs about 4 or 5 tons.
How do you pick that thing up?
I wonder how they pull that up with mules.
What? David,
Okay.
Oh, you can't do it,
Maybe it
Yeah,
just
can.
blew up and what the heck
You
is
can't
this?
pan though, huh? Pan?
Some sort of a grinding machine.
No.
It's like quartz. Quartz.
What about this one? What about this one? I'm gonna leave Mother Nature right here. One time I found a beautiful rock.
Don't even try to lift this stuff.
Here, I'll do it. No, don't. Hi, Mama.
Ah! You try lifting that up. What is that, steel? Yeah. I've ever seen real steel.
Oh, here's the scale.
What's that?
I bet they use it to weigh it. To weigh.
Can you weigh yourself? Look what I found.
Hey, maybe it's gold, huh?
And another one.
Well,
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know if we can pick them or
It's
not.
breaking.
Better ask.
What? I found them over there.
Really? Ooh, they're-
Can I get them? Can I keep them?
ask them on the way out.
Who? Ask who?
Okay, let's watch your step as you come in. I know it's dark out or dark in here when you first step in. We're over here. Here's the combination shaft over here. The Sutro Tunnel continues at the level of the Dayton Valley down there, 4 miles from this point, and then here's our main lifting shaft. The prospectors that first came here were going to California in 1849. And the route to get there was around the foothills below us through Dayton, Carson City, and over to Placerville. They did a little. They camped down on the river and they did a little panning, and they found some colors down there. But they were headed for a much bigger gold rush than what was. There was just a little bit of gold in the river. It wasn't. They were just making wages. So most all of them kept going to California. There was a few people that stuck around and just kind of hung out through the winter. From 1849, it took them till 1859 to work their way up Gold Canyon from the Carson River to a point that's now known as the Ophir Claim. And there were a couple of Irishmen up there cleaning out a spring, and the surface water is very rare here, very valuable. And they were pulling up the sagebrush, and they got big clumps of metallic gold on that,
Wow.
on those roots. And that, in 1859, was the rush to Washoe, the rush to the Comstock. And the geological area that we're in this is known as the Comstock Fault, and this is a geothermal fault that was formed by hot gases bringing the gold and silver up through this area millions of years ago. But it's not quite this pretty in that over the last millennia, millions of years, this is called the footwall, and this is basically solid granite on this side. And this is called the head wall, and this is old loose rock, much older than this granite. And since after this fissure was formed, this granite has continued to rise up, and this valley side has dropped over 1,000 feet. So it's tended to scramble this line up, and it's not nearly as uniform and pretty as it looks. Now this runs for about 3.5 miles from north to south, and on that there are claims. They started out roughly 600 feet wide, but it varied depending on how many partners you had, if the mines were combined, and of all those claims, a goodly percentage of them never made a dime. There was nothing there, and they mined them thoroughly. That is, they never made any money bringing it out of the ground. They all made and lost millions and millions of dollars on the stock market. In those days, stock manipulation was not against the law. It was actually pretty much normal. And when John Mackey wanted to get control of the Con Virginia and the California mines, he bought stock on the stock market very cheap. The mines hadn't done anything for a couple years. That particular stock was very cheap. He bought as much of the stock as he could get till he had control of the mines, and then he had them dig where he thought the big bonanza was. He just happened to be right, and when he hit it, he locked the miners in, not like punishing them, but feeding them oysters on the half shell. And then he had his representative buy all the stock in those mines that was available. As soon as he had all the stock he could get, he announced to the press, well, come and look and see what we found. And then overnight, he was a multi-bazillionaire. And that kind of action that they did was totally normal. The Bank of California sent a representative here named William Sharon. When he got here, he saw that the mining was going up and down. It wasn't just booming and then gradually dropping off. It was booming and dropping and booming and dropping. So he went around loaning out money at 1% interest. And the mine owners and the mill owners thought, what a swell guy. How can he loan us all this money so cheap? Well, as soon as their mining went down a little bit, he came around and foreclosed on their mills and mines. And that's how the Bank of California got control of a vast majority of the better producing mines. The one that outfoxed him was John Mackey and his group. He had 3 partners, and his knowledge wasn't based on speculation. He was one of the few guys that had actually been a miner. He had worked his way up to mine superintendent, and he knew these mines better than anybody. So when the California group was kind of manipulating somewhere else, he outfoxed them and got what turned out to be the Con Virginia and the California, and that actually turned out to be the richest of all the mines. This mine was the 5th highest producer. It produced $17 million by 1900. The Con Virginia did over $100 million, and that was a combination of 2 mines. This particular mine got into a lawsuit in 1860 with the neighbor. It was called Potosi Mine, and it was so complicated they just ended up combining the 2 mines. When all these mines were filed, when they were initially filed, there was no legal system up here. So people would record their claims in a book behind the bar in Gold Hill. And then they could come through and go, well, maybe it wasn't that rock, maybe it was this rock, and it was so many feet from here. That worked okay until all of a sudden these claims were worth thousands and thousands of dollars a foot. So by 1875, there were 275 lawyers in Virginia City living here and trying to straighten out this out. So I'm going to take you back into our stope area, and that's about halfway back to our main shaft. It's a little bit slippery in spots, it's low in spots, but once we get back into the stope, it opens up and there's plenty of room. So take your time going back. count your children twice, make sure they all get there, and we'll meet you back in the stove. So take your time, don't rush.
No,
You were in
Caesar,
here
you
before?
stay. Yeah.
it's smaller.
Really?
It's cool back here. Like an air conditioner. You guys don't go out to the side anywhere, okay?
Why?
Just because sometimes there's little holes where we're pumping air over here. Yeah. Don't play. Nice and cool, huh, David? Like to hang out in here. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little slippery too. Be careful.
Whoa. Dang, it's getting wet back here.
Whoa, slippery.
Keep on going. Oh no. It's wet back there. And it's up here. Okay, watch it. Who does this is fun, huh?
Yeah. Where's Caesar? Caesar's stay.
He's up there. Dang, this is really a little kid. Yeah, this is what it is. So, it's dark or something. Pop kitten.
Come on in, watch your step, but come on in. This is the place. Standing room for tall people if you pick your spot.
Yeah. What are they?
Is this the end of the line?
No, it's
No, more coming? Okay. Now make sure we get everybody.
Whoa.
Well, this is the coolest place, huh?
Oh yeah, it's the same temperature in here year round. It's
Huh.
be 0 degrees outside, still about 65 in here.
Thomas
Oh.
Can you keep this
in Boston there.
Yosemite?
That's it, but
Okay, this is the, you got everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When this tunnel was dug in 1860, the tools consisted of, they had to drill and blast. Nobody digs a mine by hand with a pick and a shovel, but they had to drill and blast, and the way they did it, this is called a single jack, and it's just a flat-ended chisel, and you hit it and turn it, and that's how you drill with it. But it's much more common to use a double jack, and that is where you get the other guy to hold the chisel and you swing an 8-pound hammer. But they had to drill between 9 and 12 holes in that face, and they had to be 5 feet deep. And those holes would be loaded up, and the blast would be set off. The ore would have to be mucked out, the area timbered and tracked, and a crew of 4 was expected to make about 8 feet of progress in a day.
That's all.
oh, you got solid rock here.
It looks like solid rock, but the reason that it takes all this timbering to hold it up is it's not very solid rock, and if you don't timber it, it'll fall on you. The people that worked this in 1860 did it by candlelight,
Oh my God.
and
Oh, it's black in here.
so if you're going to work, because you might have to travel 2,000 feet in the ground, and you might have to travel half a mile or a mile horizontally. If you had your hands full, you could hang this from your hat. And then when you got to work, you would put it in the face. And someone was asking me, well, did they stick it in the timbers? Well, you could stick it in the timbers, but they were a little bit shaky with the fire. So they tried to keep it away from the timbers as much as possible. But if you can imagine being underground, and there would be no more than about 4 people working in a space this size, because you can't get them in there. And this is what they would they would see when they got to work. And of course, if they didn't have anything, it's very dark. So,
Yeah, leave it on for a second. Let's see how dark it is.
It's very dark.
Just a second.
It's okay.
Turn this off. Look, you can't even see your hand in front of your face.
Uh-oh.
The only thing you see sometimes is kids' shoes if they're lighting up, or you got a
Yeah.
fluorescent thing on your T-shirt or something. But it's very dark. The early prospectors that came here were gold miners. They didn't know anything about silver mining. They didn't recognize silver ore, never seen it before, and they were actually throwing it away. They swore at it because this is a low-grade silver sulfide ore, this gray clay, and when they were trying to get the gold through their rockers, this stuff would get sticky, and it would stick in their tools. If you stick a shovel in it when it's wet, it'll stick to it. It'll stick to your boots until you're 8 feet tall. And they hated the stuff until they sent it out and had it assayed, and it actually assayed out at more money in silver than it did in gold. The ratio of gold to silver here is about 20 times as much silver as there is gold. But in 1860, the price of silver was about $1 an ounce. The price of gold was about $20 an ounce. So if there's 20 times as much silver, the value of the gold and the silver kind of equaled out over time. There are about 500 miles of tunnels under Virginia City is kind of the center of the lode. It goes out to the north and to the south, but there's millions of board feet of lumber in those tunnels under us, and all that lumber had to come from the Tahoe Basin. We don't have any timbers here and never did. All our trees here are scrubby piñons and cedars, so they actually clear cut the Tahoe Basin, every tree in sight, all the way up past Truckee, and those logs were brought down to the Lake Tahoe, barged over to Glenbrook, and then hauled up over Spooner Summit and flumed down to the Carson River and flumed down to the Washoe Lake, where they were worked in a sawmill there, and then they were brought up here on 20 mule teams with ox cars that brought all this stuff up here. And until the railroad was built in 1871, there was so much traffic in good weather, they couldn't even get here in the wintertime. But in the summertime, when the roads were open, there were so many wagons trying to get here from San Francisco that the road from Placerville to Virginia City was nose to tail wagons 24 hours a day. In the early days, all of the manufactured goods had to come from the East Coast, but the fastest way to get things here from the East Coast is not to bring them across country. They would go around the Horn, around South America, up the coast into San Francisco, bring it up the Sacramento River, and then load it onto wagons and bring it here.
They had no Panama Canal.
No. So when the first really rich ores were brought out of the ground here, they were so valuable and the milling was so bad here, they actually packaged them up and sent them to England to be milled, because England had better technology than we had here. But after about 3 or 4 years, there was so much ore to mill here that they started milling it. In each of the the mines up here had their own mills on the hill, and those were steam driven. But if you had low grade ore, you'd want to send it down to the Carson River because it was cheaper to run the mills down there with water power. The reason they wanted to run their own mills up here with steam power is the ore was so valuable they didn't want to let it out of their sight, and there was a lot of shenanigans going on about watching that ore, keeping track of that ore, whose ore was whose ore. So most of the major mines had their own mills, and then if they had low grade ores, they would ship them out to other mills that they would have somebody there kind of monitoring what was going on. But the timbers were going here. Let's see, I don't want to forget nothing here. It's important.
So that's how they got all the wood here?
Yeah, there's no indigenous wood that's close by, so it all came from the Tahoe Basin.
20 mule teams.
All the timbers that you see around Lake Tahoe are all second growth, and the first growth are right here.
These have been here since the 1800s?
Yeah, these are pretty much original in this area. The tunnel is not that way. That we've replaced a lot of timbers in there, but this area is pretty much original. And this square set timbering, it's kind of hard to envision this, but when this area was built, this was all plumb and square. You know, everything was level. These are perfectly. But since that was 140 years ago, and there's all these miles and miles of tunnels below us that have all caved in, this area has settled quite a bit, and the entire town has settled a whole bunch. And it's easy to tell because they weren't real big on foundations in those days, and most of them were just sitting on rock foundations, and they've all had to been jacked up and reworked to hold them in. After they used the hand drills, by 1871 they started to develop pneumatic drills or pneumatic drills, and this is not one of the older ones. This is actually from the 20s, but the earliest models, we have a couple of them in the office, were called Widowmakers because basically they just look like a little jackhammer with a drill on it, and they made so much dust. If you can imagine being in this room with a jackhammer running, not to mention the noise, but the dust was incredible, and it gave them silicosis very fast, and it tended to kill the miners very young. They would only last for 3 or 4 years with this kind of a rig running. So about 1880, they started injecting water into the drill tips, and this is what this model has, a water injection system, and that not only makes the drill work a lot better because the tips get hot and they don't drill. So it made the drill work a lot better, but it also was much better on the miners. They weren't too concerned about safety in the early days here. If we didn't have a really strong miners union, they wouldn't have been the slightest bit concerned about safety. But the miners union by 1863 here was incredibly strong, and they got the highest wages in the world at that time for an underground miner, and they got $4 a day for an 8-hour shift.
That was good money.
And that was excellent money for a miner. But these guys that came here to mine were not prospectors. They weren't looking to strike it rich. They were professional underground miners, the best of their time. And they came here, 70% of them came from Ireland, but they came from all over the world, from England and from Germany and from Spain. They came from Mexico. And so they developed here as the technology developed and the drills got better, the lifts got better, and then they started bringing in safety features, you know, the hard hat and the safety cage. In the early cages, they would come shooting out of the ground. They moved very fast. And as you can see, the couple of examples that we have outside in the yard, that the miner's just standing here whizzing by these timbers as he's being lifted out of the ground, or whatever you want to call it. So if he's coming up from 130 degree temperatures and it's 0 on the surface, it's real easy to get faint or whatever. Well, if you lean out of those cars 1 inch, you will be shredded. This will just pull you right out of the car, and you'll end up in the sump, which is boiling water down below. So after many accidents and people getting killed, they developed better and better methods. Initially the lift cars didn't have brakes. So if the cable broke or it was overloaded or somebody wasn't paying attention, it would just all the way to the bottom. Then when Otis developed his elevator brake, which is just a buggy spring that when you put tension on it, pulls the spring in. If you cut the cable, the spring goes back out and it stops the elevator. Well, they had a similar device on the lift outside, and that is when you pick it up, it opens these jaws. And if you cut the cable, the jaws close on the timbers and it stops, which is a lot better than ending up a few thousand feet down. So they did develop better technology. When those cars were first developed, like in the combination shaft, they didn't have steel that was strong enough to hold its own weight, 3,000 feet long. So they had to weave tapered cables that were small at the bottom and fat at the top, and in order to lift the kinds of weights that they needed to lift, including the weight of the cable. The operators that operated these lifts, the only controls they had were they would listen for bells to see what they wanted them to do. And they would watch the markers on their cable to see how deep their car was. And they had to be incredibly concentrated. It was a highly respected job. And it's actually illegal to talk to somebody who's operating one of those lifts, and it still is today. Because if the guy isn't paying attention, he can just kill people in an instant. So that was a big factor.
You got a lot of heavy equipment. Those steel pieces up there. There's a wheel up there. It must weigh about 4,000 pounds.
Oh, out in the garage, out in the yard.
On the dirt there.
Yeah.
Was that part of a?
Well, they had Cornish pumps with 40-foot flywheels. 40 feet. You and I look about that big next to them. They were huge, and that was because the nature of a steam engine is it has a real long stroke. So you got to have this big flywheel. The pump shaft on the combination was 3,000 feet long, and it was 30 by 30 inches of wood.
Where do they get that steel from? How do they?
It was just strapped together with iron. It wasn't made of steel. It was made of wood. The wheels were cast back east, and then about 1875 they started setting up foundries around here, and you'll find a lot of the stuff was actually cast here. But those huge things were mostly done back east.
East Coast. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How much does that wheel weigh up there in the dirt up there?
Well, tons.
I know it's tons. I figured about 5 or 6 tons.
They couldn't even move them in one piece. They were all bolted together.
Oh.
In 1900, this was the first mine in America that had its own electrical system. And at the 1,600-foot level, the water coming out of this mine goes into the Sutro Tunnel and turned 2 turbines that turned 2 DC generators that not only powered this mine, but it powered the mill up above us, the Nevada mill.
Water power.
That's about a third of a mile below our feet, and it's pretty much gone.
So how far in are we right now from?
We're 400 feet from the entrance. We're not far from the surface, maybe 100 feet.
And how far does it go in?
That's pretty much the end of the line. Any of the tunnels up here that you don't maintain, and we have to work on this, especially that area every winter, you know, keep the mine inspector happy. But any mines that you don't maintain just are gone in no time at all. The ground moves around, and you have to re-timber, and so there are 20,000 abandoned mine shafts in Nevada. The BLM decided they were going to make Nevada safe for everybody and fence them off. They spent their entire budget just finding them all. They didn't have any money to fence them off, so it's very dangerous to go near an abandoned mine shaft. You might not even know you're near one, but be careful. We don't have methane, we don't have poisonous gas, but
Hey, Pop. Come on, you guys. Come on, Steven. Come on, Steven. There. Hey, Steven. Is that fun? Okay, let me go sit down. We'll have it. Is that fun, Zach? Because that's really not real good. They're chasing David. Oh no. Leave David alone, you guys. Leave him alone. Oh no. Come on, let's go. Are you okay? Are you sore? Mama, should I just... He's got the bucket of blood. Okay, we're going. Okay, we're gonna cross the street. Did you record any of it? I Is that good, Caesar?
How much $40?
Is that good, David? Take a bite. Hey, David. You like that piano? Hi, Rishi. Let me see you take a bite. Whoa.
My hair.
You too?
Who wants a sarsaparilla?
You guys want a napkin?
This is good.
Here, babe. Is that good,
That
baby?
tastes like cotton candy.
There's an Oreo Don. Ooh, is it
I want to
okay?
take this off like that.
Okay, when we get in the
Look at
car,
that
Mom
snail.
will take it out.
Fossilized
I
snail.
will take it
A
off.
turtle, an Oreo Don, a jawbone,
And a pretty one too.
and a cave bear. 42,000 years old. Whoa.
Tortoiseshell.
Looks like a human hand.
Why is there a fly?
Here's some
Why is there
dinosaur
dead
eggs.
flies in
Hadrosaur
there?
eggs.
Mom, why is
That
there
looks
dead
like
flies in
yeah.
there?
Similar.
Why is there dead flies in there?
Ugh, that's a good question. There's a skull, there's a skull, and there's a shell. A shell. Come on, sweetie. The world is such a wonderful place to wander when you've got someone you love to wander along with you. The sky's so full of stars and the river so full of songs. Why should any heart be lonely? Follow the Ooh, did you see that lightning?
Yeah.
I don't know if I got that on there or not.
Right?
I was aiming that way.
Mom, you said I could.
The world is such a
Mom, you said I
wonderful
could
place to wander
You
through.
said I could.
When you've got
You said
at the lake, when you've got someone you love
It was an
to
accident.
wander along
That was.
with
It
the
was
sky
a-
so
No, it
full
was
of
an
stars and the river so full of songs. Why should like that. There's Tony Clifton.
Tony Clifton.
That was on that Andy Kaufman movie. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Hi, David. Will you sing some more? Do Tony Clifton. What's your name? How you enjoying the show?
Show? Yeah. Wait 1 second. Okay. Hey! Hi, Mom!
Okay.
Hi, Tony Clifton!
Yay!
Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Where you from? Yeah. Oh, got a poo from around here. Must be that time of month. No. It goes like this. Oh, looks like you're showing off some kind of cheese right there. Oh, pardon me, Ooh, Caesar said it.
Caesar.
Oh, hey, me. Bananas free. Hey, Mom.
Hi,
You
babe.
on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me, that's your name.
Bob.
That's something. What's your last name? Up and down in the water?
No.
What is it then? What is it then?
There's that spot
Horse-
where we go to,
Is that post?
remember?
Yes.
No, shut up! Shut up! Rise up!
Sikazaka.
What?
Do that, I am Jimmy Kata.
Hello, I am Jimmy Carter, the President of the United States. Now me, Mom, now me.
Yeah.
No, Mom, it's me.
Whoa. Who's saying yeah? Where is
Hello,
he?
I am Jimmy Carter, the President of the United States.
Very good, Brigitte.
Camera! Hey, over here. Hey,
Hi, Caesar. Hi.
I'm on the way over here. Hi, Mom!
Hi,
Hey,
Brigitte.
Papa!
Hi, David. Hi, Sikazaka. Hi, Pop.
Some Polish humor?
Hi, Mom.
What are you trying to do? Some Polish humor?
The world is such a wonderful place to wander through. When you've got someone you love to wander along with you, with the sky so full of stars and the river so full of songs. Why should any heart be lonely? Oh, are you guys okay? Caesar, are you all right? What happened to you? Oh no, Caesar. Is there a doctor in the house?
No, doctor in the house.
Brigitte, throw that other thing back.
I'm being sick, but I am correct. Yeah.
Well, I am getting.
Hunger.
Is this it, Pop?
No.
Blue meadows. The meadows are probably very pretty with the camp reservations. Let's.
Get the chapstick and milk.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
the world is such a wonderful place to wander through. When you've got got someone you love to wander around with you. With the sky so full of stars, and the river so full of songs, why should any heart be lonely?
Oh, whatever. Wow, 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 wow.
Bow wow 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 wow.
Can we get a hot dog here, Pop?
A hot dog.
Churro,
Yeah, hot dog.
show, wow, 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 wow. Hey, I
Wow,
want to
wow,
go in
wow,
the
wow.
water at Lake Tenaya. Yeah, not this stupid Lake Tenaya free place.
Calm down, Brigitte.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy didn't.
Hey, don't do that. You're gonna break it.
You say you never film me, and then I do, and then you get mad.
Ooh, this thing is.
Broken.
Oh no.
We'll use the other one.
No, because this is a better place to sit.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Pop.
Hi, son.
Look what I got.
Good for kindling.
Here's your keys, Pop. Woo! We're not drowning, and we're going further. Sorry. Okay, Zach, come on. You're not drowning or anything. Zachary, Zachary, you share with Caesar. Why? Because I'm sharing with David. How's the fire, Mom?
It's getting bigger. Yeah, thank you, David. You're a good fire maker. Hey, Pop. Hi. How's the fire? Hey, starting to get bigger, huh?
That's the same.
you guys come back here. You're too far out. You're gonna get too wet.
You're aiming the wrong way. I can go faster. Mom!
David, why do you have your coat on? Uh-oh. I want to take some filming.
No! Mine's on the right.
Hi, Brigitte.
Mom, I don't want this. I want to go in the lake with
No.
Throw it to the birds.
It's the one with the
Yeah.
rose there and it's mine.
Go put it on the table. Put it on that table and they'll pick it. Okay? Good boy. Hi,
I'm
David.
waiting for you, Brigitte. Thanks.
How was your hot dog, David?
It was delicious.
Thanks for helping me with the fire.
You're welcome. Papa's making a teepee.
All right. Oh, that'll be nice.
We need a little
Whoa,
over there.
thanks,
Don't
Pop.
worry about it. Just let it burn it down.
I'm gonna go get
Whoa.
some more dry grass. David, you put some in?
Your hot dog's gonna cook fast, Brigitte.
Oh,
I'm sorry, babe.
you got me a little. Mom, will this work?
No, it's fine, babe. It's gonna. Is that all the wood now?
Yeah.
That's fine. It doesn't need any more.
If it packs like that, it means it's just fine. You're right. Soon it'll go over and get on the bark. The bark's the #1 place. I need to cook it more there and not the top. Yours is puffy, Brigitte. Show it to Mom on
Cook
the
it
camera.
evenly.
Uh-oh, it's gonna burst on this side.
Well, it's probably close to done, babe.
Rotate it.
No, I only need it there. Because the bottom's not cooking.
Look at that bird trying to eat Caesar's hot dog.
What is these?
We saw you over there.
Look. I see. I think mine's ready. Of course it's ready. Mom, look at that. Mom, look at that. Of course it's ready.
Whoa, that's ready.
Wonder
You want
what
hot
they eat when
ketchup
nobody's
now?
here.
What's the
Insects?
matter, Zach? Come on in.
Yeah.
Come on, you're gonna get all wet.
Maybe yeah, like in the winter.
Caesar.
Why can't we go out there, Mom?
Well, you don't want to get all wet now.
I was already wet.
No.
I'm done.
You done?
You got quite a fire now.
Much hotter fire now. Look at that little bird, Pop. You see him? He got the bread down there.
Yeah. A blue jay.
Yeah.
The one with the weird.
Hi, Caesar.
I gotta cook my back of my legs.
Hey, yeah. Thanks.
Ah,
Come here.
All right.
what? Now it got the bark. Now it needs to get the
Sand
my
and
butt's
snow.
getting warm.
Why do you have it on
Come here,
sand
babe.
and snow?
Because it's too dark the other way
Oh.
Papa, your glasses are wet.
because of the weather. Okay, put that
I hope
stick
my
here in
hand-
case we want to use it.
My
again.
hands don't turn into a hot dog.
Should we put any of this grass No. in?
Stay away.
Because it makes
Stay
smoke.
back from the fire now.
Don't throw it away.
He put too much.
I'm sorry.
I'm drying my hands. Hi, Pop. So I can feel.
Don't show that. Don't show that.
You're short.
I know, I'm short.
I look at you with a short look.
What? It's getting over here.
I love you.
Thanks. Love you too.
I'm burning my butt.
I'm gonna go run and get. I'll be right back. Look through here. Look through right here. And you know how to use this
Hi, Brigitte.
to go farther back?
How?
No,
Just
just
hold
leave it.
steady.
Leave it
That's
right
the main,
there.
the main thing is to
Don't
hold it
stand.
steady.
Just get back so you can get their faces and everything.
Okay.
If you're too close and you can't get.
Hi, David. David.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi, Zach. Hi, Zach. Hi, Caesar.
Zach, you could film out there in the lake, out here by the trees, so we can remember them.
Okay. Hi, Brigitte. Hi.
I have an idea.
No, don't touch anything now. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Wait.
Don't touch anything.
Just to get right here to the side.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, son.
Mom, can I keep this rock?
Where's Mom?
That's too big.
She's in the truck.
What was that?
Hi, Caesar. Behind you.
Crack, I heard.
I'm trying to burn.
There.
It's
There.
like popcorn.
Yeah, that's as hot as it's been.
I'm trying to get the jacket now.
I'm filming the fire.
What, to dry it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop, is this enough to
Don't
film
put it
the
in the fire.
fire?
I'm not.
That's enough now, Zach.
Hey, David. Hi, David.
Hi.
Ow. Hi, Brigitte. Caesar. Caesar.
Hi.
You have ketchup on your face.
You?
Uh-huh. You're a vampire.
He's a little vampire.
Brigitte, don't put that in the fire. Even a little bit. Don't put it in.
Why? You want to catch fire?
Yeah, you'll scorch it.
David.
Yeah?
Hi.
Come on, let's go in the water, David.
Hello, Papa.
Hi,
See you
son.
right down there?
Am I filming good?
I guess so.
I'm not shaking a lot.
Dang,
I
this
don't
is
know.
hard.
Let me see. You recording?
How are you supposed to
No?
Hmm?
Look.
Does it say record?
Look.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it. Take dry
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Stick it in there.
Mama. Hi.
Don't touch it.
Why are you trying to catch fire? I want to use that little one.
Cause.
I want to use that little one, Mom. Hi. I want to use
Hi,
that
Mom.
little one. Let me see your face.
Hi.
Mom, it got on fire. No, this is Mama's.
Mom.
Hi.
Hi,
Can
Mom.
you see me? Mom.
Yeah, I could see you.
Hi, Caesar. Let me take a picture of you. Okay, you can film.
Hi, Mom. Mom,
Hi.
hurry. My
Let's see
hands
if I
are
can
good.
draw my cast right here.
Oh, no. Not yet.
Let me take.
Caesar.
Ow, it gets too hot. It's too hot already. David and Brigitte, stand on the other side of the fire. But we're gonna get the smoke in our eyes. Just for a second. Caesar, stand with. No, over here. Stand over here. Hurry up! Over this way. Oh, okay. Over this way. There you go. Hi, Zacharoo.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, everybody, smile. The Yosemite.
Yosemite.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Did you get it?
Don't shake them, David.
It's okay.
Don't fall over. Just let them collapse on each
Hey,
other.
David, you're too close.
Oops. Come on, Brigitte, let's go in the water now. Let me cook my butt. Oops.
I-
David,
Cook your
don't.
butt.
I was trying to put it
I said don't touch it.
Mom.
I just put this paper.
Here, Pop.
Okay, come
Wanna
on,
film?
David, let's go.
No.
Over there by Papa now. I'll take your picture by Papa.
Oh.
Okay, but this is an expensive little camera. You can use that one in a minute, okay? Come on, go with Papa, and then I'll let you use it, too. Come on. Okay, Caesar's not going to be in the
wet.
picture. Go with Papa, then you can film, okay?
Maybe I should take off my jacket.
Ready?
Yeah, his jacket's the only thing that I'm wet. He's wet.
I'm gonna take off my jacket real quick.
No, because it's soaking wet and Papa's getting mad. Because he's leaning on him.
Okay, you ready?
Say apple cheese.
Apple cheese. Apple cheese.
Wow. Oh, that's a nice one. That was real nice.
No flash?
Let's go! It flashes.
Oh,
It flashed, didn't it?
No.
Oh, well, it was bright. Hi, Caesar. Come on, Ava, let's go on the field.
I want the camera now.
Oh, wait. Well, in a second.
Hi,
Let me
Caesar.
take your picture. Look at Mom. Should I use a jacket on my arm, Smile. Yeah.
Caesar,
Then you
better
can take
stop
the camera.
crying. I'm getting you on film.
Smile. You're on candid camera.
Caesar,
What?
look at Mom.
What?
Yes, I'm
Don't
nice
be
to you.
sad,
Look at
Caesar.
Hey,
I'm
you're
gonna.
on candid
I love
camera.
What?
You're on
real
tape,
TV,
Caesar.
You're on real
that's
TV.
nice
You better get
fire,
it.
Hey, Zach.
That feels good.
Hi,
David,
you're
are
on
you
real
warm
TV
or
now.
cold?
Isn't this jacket freezing inside?
Yeah, it's wet. Oh my God! Look out, Caesar.
Kick it back up, Pop. Not in.
We should get this thing up there somehow.
I'm getting you on film.
I know. My stick. Yes.
This should work. Let Pop do it, David.
Here, Pop.
Use my stick.
I don't need it.
Pop. Yeah, it's all. You. What about this one?
Well, that one takes a little.
Work into it. She got it. You
Yeah.
got it. And ask Pop's mom.
Ow.
Caesar, I'm filming your hair. I was filming Caesar's hair.
What happened? It popped in.
That's a nice fire.
Nicest we ever had here.
Yeah, that's the nicest one.
We
I
should
ever
do
had
this
in
all
my
the time.
life.
Oh my God.
Nicest fire.
I'm filming the fire.
Is it pretty, Zach?
Yes.
Film your papas and your brothers and sisters.
Let's go out in the water.
Okay, let's Caesar film alone now.
I'm catching you on tape.
Okay, give Caesarini a turn now, okay?
Okay. Don't shake. Don't shake. It'll be a messy thing.
Look through here, babe. You aim this way. Look in this. And you look
Caesar.
at Papa.
Hi, Zach.
Hi. There you go.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Let me.
Hi, Pop.
Hi, son.
He's filming good. He's not shaking at all.
Where's David? You see David?
I see David. Yeah,
You
he's
see
kind of
Brigitte?
far up. Yeah, I see Brigitte.
Brigitte, mine's closer to there.
Where's the fire? You see the fire?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it pretty?
yeah,
It's nice and warm, huh?
yeah.
Remember on the Castaway movie, he says, I did it. I have created fire. Remember that?
Yeah.
You see the trees? Are they real high up there? Look up. Don't put your finger there. Don't put your finger on there. Look up. Look up and see the trees. How high are they? Very high?
Yeah.
It's clearing a little bit.
Yeah. Are
Smile.
you sitting on the...
Smile, Mom.
Hi.
Hi.
I love
Smile.
you.
Smile.
Cheese. I'll have some cheese, please.
More Nevin.
Oh, man.
Watch where you're
I want
aiming at.
some cheese, please. The world is such a wonderful place to wander through. When you got someone you love to wander along. Bring the orange juice too, Pop.
Yeah.
The Scott, the orange juice, the OJ. Florida has the oranges, but we have the OJ. We have the juice. What? The sky is so full of stars. Oh, after I cook this one hot dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
could skip some
Caesar.
sticks.
You have the
Like this one.
you have the fishing.
Here, let's take a break now because we're going to film fishing.
Okay.
Mom? Did you guys catch anything? You guys catch anything? You didn't? Did the fish take your cheese again? Good. Good. All right. You guys are good fishermen. And a good fisher lady. Hi. Hi, kiddos. It takes lots of patience for fishing. What? Well, good. Save them for the fish.
Did you catch anything, you guys? Good job, Pop. Yeah,
Thanks,
good job. Mom, and thanks for the fishing rods.
Yeah.
You're welcome, babe. You're welcome.
I didn't know you were doing the camera.
I'm a fisherman.
Pop, you know where you get the most dry sticks? On the other side, and you get thicker ones by tearing off the bark.
I wish we could take one of those. All of us could pull one of those logs so we could all sit by the fire.
The sun finally came out.
Yeah.
It's too late.
What if we rolled
They
this
still-
Oh, Mom, look at that. Ain't that pretty right there?
Yeah, it sure is.
Pop, what if we
Leave it
rolled?
there. Let it.
Pop,
Oh.
Papa, what if we rolled that big giant log on
Make a forest fire, huh?
I'm sitting down on the rock. I never sit down. I just want my tackle seat.
No, just leave that thing
Leftover
there.
charcoal that can still work. There's some charcoal that can still work. I do some. Pop, no, you're gonna start a forest fire. Dang, you're getting it bigger, Pop. Look at the ashes, they're swirling around. Pine cones. What if he got it that big? You guys, find some pine cones or something. Okay. Here's some little pine cones. Are they dry?
Big logs finally burned out, huh?
I was the one that made the log.
We went fishing. Pine cones work? Sure. That's how we started. Go on the side.
No, not on the side. And the light
That's how you first started it? Yeah. Put them in a crack. I found leftover charcoal. It's smoke coming in.
That's termite nest?
Put it in. Put it in.
Put what? No, termite nest. You don't put termite nest.
Well,
put it in the burns in there.
can we put that termite nest?
No, David, don't do that.
We should have used pine cones. We should have used pine
What?
They stepped on a sharp stick.
Yep. Are you bleeding? You want to wash it in the water? Be careful, babe. Wow, David, that's nice. Don't burn yourself, though, okay?
I won't.
Okay.
No, Sam, that's fine. It's a fishing pole. It's not a fishing pole. It's fine. It's normal. Ow. No, that's David's.
Is it starting?
Nope, I haven't got anything yet, you guys.
Give us a stick for me and David.
We're sharing with Brigitte, okay, Caesar?
It's a pretty fire.
Put that in ours.
Now watch the fire perk up. 10 seconds. 9,
Caesar, get out of there. You're in the
8.
smoke, babe.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How'd it do that? I got it. Hurry. Put in. I got ashes, though.
Hey, the stick.
Yeah, that stick. Put it in there.
It's too green.
This isn't too green.
Hi, Pop.
Hey,
Who's
I
that?
got a fire. We did it. You did it, Brigitte.
Oh, you need your own fire?
Huh?
Yeah,
Whoa.
This thing is hard when it gets the fire brings it out of focus. Makes it go out of
Whoa.
focus.
Keep it in there, Brigitte. Just lay it down, Brigitte. Yes. Hi. Look what you have created. Look what I have created.
Where's the rock? Caesar, move. That's my rock.
My
sitting
rock.
Oh, but I'm sitting on
My
it.
stick.
Move, Caesar. I'm on that. No, I was sitting here.
I was
It's
sitting
not your
there
fire,
first.
Caesar.
Okay.
You can sit on my... Okay.
Wow. Pretty, huh, David? Film?
Okay. I'll film. Whoops.
Does charcoal help it?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
What about...
Whoa. You got a fire.
Mom, I want to film now. Caesar always wants
Fire in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 6,
Hey, what's that light over there? Uh-oh. Mine's
Three.
going out again.
2, 1. Flame.
Can you hit ours, Pop? Hey, why'd you do that? Well, now it's out. Look what I have in green.
Wow.
Is it started? It's not starting anymore, Pop.
That's a nice fire.
Did you guys make it?
Hey, Papa, start it up again.
It's alright, it's plenty hot.
Wow.
Didn't burn.
That's big.
Hit this, Pop.
The world is such
Where is he? I can't see him. Okay.
It's a convertible T-top. We can move it. Only $2,000.
This
Everything
is a
runs
nice
perfect.
car,
you
babe.
just replaced the transmission and everything. So the transmission only has 20,000 miles on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, he just redid the brakes. It's like a new car. It even smells new. Only $2,000. It has
Yeah.
135,000 miles on it.
You sure it's not two?
Yeah.
Wow, Andrew, this is
Dude,
beautiful.
that's the only thing wrong with it is
Congratulations,
that
babe.
light you have to manually lift. Besides that, everything's fine. We drove it around a lot. The guy was rich. He lived next door to Keanu Reeves.
Really?
So this guy, he said, it's beautiful.
Is that your dad?
That's why this won't open.
No, that one opens. That one doesn't.
No, that's why this ties up.
That's alright.
That's beautiful, sweetie. That looks nice. Got a pee. It's knocking, Pop. It's got a big engine.
It's a
Look
302.
inside.
Look at the inside.
It's a 302.
Oh, those are quick. Those are quick on the get-go. Oh, wow, Andrew, that's beautiful, sweetie.
Everything works. It's
Oh, you got the manual. That's good.
Yeah, he gave me the manual. He gave me some new windshield wipers.
Oh,
It's even got
wow.
sport rims.
Those are nice,
The
yeah.
tires are new. He was just trying to get rid of it. He bought a brand new car. That
Really?
was loaded. I was like, the Hollywood sign was like that far away from me, where that cleaners is.
Beechwood.
Yeah. That's how close I was. It took us like 20 minutes to get down here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Andrew. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. That was a nice hug, babe. I'm so proud. How do you feel, huh?
I'm proud of myself. I'm glad I waited.
Yeah, I'm glad
I
too.
don't think I could have done any better with the money that I had.
No dings or anything,
There's a
huh?
couple things, but that's
Just
all
up
right.
there.
Just little
front left.
minor.
One on that side right there on the side.
Andrew, this is a nice looking
This
car.
thing, the trunk is pretty big. You can fold the back seat so you can put stuff in it.
Really?
All right, bring it home.
Yeah,
Okay.
Get the permit out.
All right, I'll get the permit. I love you, babe.
It's,
Wow. God, it does have that new smell. You took nice
Told you.
care of this, babe. It's beautiful. My God, look at this T-top. How cool.
I want to make a left.
Oh, a left?
Yeah.
All right. Just
I mean a right.
Okay, right. Be very careful now. Don't pay full attention to what you're doing. How does it feel?
Oh my God, Mom. Ah.
Are you happy, babe? Are you proud of yourself?
Uh-huh.
I'm proud of you. My gosh. You worked hard for this car. Every day, every single day. What dedication. And you looked and you looked and you were patient and you finally found the one, huh? Wait till the guys see this,
Oh
huh?
my God, wait till Mike and Marsha and Steve.
Ooh.
Steve loves cars.
No smoke.
No smoke? All right.
What are they going for?
These go for like $4,000. Especially in this condition. Look at the top, Mom, look.
Give it a little kick.
It's beautiful. Be careful. Just be very careful, because I know you're probably really excited right now.
Yeah, but I'm really...
Wait, let this bus check it out. He wants to see if you can go a little fast. Just go a little bit. Whoa. All right, that's enough. There, it just went into the next gear. Okay, slow down now, baby. Slow down. Is it fun? Be careful. You want to get in the right lane and go down Fountain?
Where's the...
It's right up here. How does it feel?
Oh my God, this is so much better than the van, no offense.
That's okay. And how are the brakes?
The brakes are good, it's just the car is heavy, so you gotta get on them early. Dad
Yeah.
was telling us about that.
Really? Oh, it has nice pickup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good for passing. She'll tell you that. Well, it's good, you know, like when you're on the freeway and you gotta pass. It's quick at passing. But Andrew, when you're driving, you keep driving the way you have been.
Can we
What?
drive down the mics, please? This is a big thing.
Yeah, let's get it home first. Slow down now, you're gonna bottom out. Oh, slow down. Because this is lower than the van too. You don't want to do that and scrape it all up. One time I did that and I put a hole in the muffler, and then
The
that's
brakes
why
don't respond as quickly as the vans. Yeah, you gotta get on them early.
Well, maybe they need it.
No, he said he just turned them. He just told me that it's a heavy car and it's low, so you gotta get on them early, or else it'll slide forward even.
Well, you might need new brakes, maybe. Maybe they're running. They're a little worn. So when did you finally get a hold of that guy?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Really? He was gone all that time?
Well, I fell asleep at my dad's.
Really? What, out? Is he in Canoga Park or
Yeah.
what? This is fun. Woo. These have comfortable seats too. Much more comfortable than the van.
Well, because it's new.
That van hurts my back. This has a good seat. Oh, it's got a nice stereo in it too?
Uh-huh.
Wow. What about air conditioning? Maybe.
Yeah, it has air conditioning too.
Whoa.
See behind us?
I don't know. Doing real good, babe.
Let's figure
Well,
out
slow
how to
down
lower
here.
this.
There's a dip. You gotta do what?
Figure out how to lower the steering wheel.
There's probably a way. Click it on the side until we get home. There's like a little thing you pull on that side next to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Figure out
On the
how to
older
do
ones, they had it.
Should I try to get around this thing?
No, just wait. Don't do that. That's how you get an accident. You see behind us? Look, babe. Look before you enter
I know,
every
I was
intersection.
looking.
Okay, because you worked hard for this and you don't want anything to happen to it. I told you that happened to my friend and she cried. Okay?
Oh, I cried. It's 1
Wow.
o'clock?
No, I think it's about 11. About 11 o'clock.
Let me go to Mike's, Mom, please. I wanna show
All
him.
right. We'll come home. We won't stay too long, okay?
No, I'm just gonna show him.
All right.
Ah,
Woo! All that hard work.
goes over to the left.
You gotta show those guys down there at work. Show them your
Yeah,
nice
and I
car.
got a better car than Steve.
Slow down now. Boy, you took nice care of this. You must have had it detailed. When you paid guys to.
He was rich.
Was he?
He lived next door to Keanu Reeves, I said.
Really?
And he lived like 50 feet from the Hollywood sign. I'm not lying. I was out, when I called you, I was out in the front, the back little porch thing. He
Yeah.
had such a good view. He was like 30 feet off the ground in the back.
Whoa.
Like one of those beach houses.
You're gonna have to show me where it was sometime. You got all the papers, the ownership papers? And, hey, you beat Pop. Can you believe it? This car must be fast if you beat him. You want to park it right here for a minute? Or he's probably wants you to come in. You know, it's late, Andrew. We really shouldn't go to
Come on,
Mike's.
Mom. This is a special
But he's
occasion.
going to get behind you.
Oh.
Go up to Taco Bell and turn around and park right by him. Okay? And he's let him look at it because he was kind of hurt because
I got it with my dad.
yeah. Why didn't he call me?
Well,
It just
because I
worked out
wanted to
that
take
way.
it- yeah.
That's what I told
Just
him.
wanted to take advantage of it quick. And my dad, he was talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Taco Bell. Are you gonna go through the drive-thru? Woo!
The camera was more.
Alright, let me just get the Taco Bell sign. Proud of you, Andrew. Okay, I'll turn it off. I love you.
Good
Okay, I'm turning it off.
Say, I love this game too much. I wish these haters wasn't here. It's a shame. We came too far to turn back. It's a cold one. It
Who
gets
is
so
this,
hard.
babe?
You learn that from balling. Trying to walk from crawling. Trying to hustle up from broke
Warren
to
G?
balling. And yeah, y'all in effect, that's on me, the jiggy cheese head. All my chicken that keep it real and do what these at. Believe me, young and fat meat is greasy and shit stank. So if you plot a lick and hit a bank, get away or get dappled the very next day. Don't cry, hold your head up high and remember. I said, remember what you told yourself. I want it all. Money, fast cars, diamond rings, gold chains, and champagne. This and every damn thing, I want it all. Houses, expenses, my own business, a truck, and a couple of minutes. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. And I'm balling every time I stop and talk to y'all. I want it all. I want it all.
I want it all, so I gotta wake up and ball. And thanks to y'all, I got plaques on the wall. Back 10 lace, but you know how to paper chase. Crushed dice, throw my rolly face in the platinum fan base. From networking and hustling, no doubt I got about. And live a lifestyle that Rob Leach talk about. Slow down, live, don't hate shit, can't relate. To Bentley Coops and making years on Harley for the straight. I got more limelight than Vegas on cable. Willing and able to shoot, see no yo's at your crap table. But why you can't get off the ground, I'm getting high. I'm getting fly. Dance, you can have the hell with Jack, share with them. With all my friends, you rock.